Have you ever wondered why two people with the same education, same job, and same paycheck can end up in completely different places financially? One retires early, calm, and free. The other is buried in debt, still chasing more. The difference isn't intelligence, it's behavior, and that's what we're exploring today, the psychology of money. Because wealth isn't built by calculators. It's built by character. So let's walk through 20 timeless money lessons, not from Wall Street, but from the inside of your own mind. 1. Everyone's story is different. What looks foolish to you might be survival to someone else. If you grew up in chaos, you'll cling to security. If you've only seen prosperity, you'll take bigger risks. Before you call someone irrational, remember, money decisions are emotional time capsules of our past. 2. Luck and risk are siblings. Success stories love to say, "I earned it all." Failure stories whisper, "It wasn't my fault." But truth sits somewhere in between. Every fortune carries a bit of luck, every failure a touch of bad timing. Respect both. It keeps you humble and human. 3. Knowing when to stop. There's a dangerous addiction few people talk about. The addiction to more. More money, more status, more everything. But the happiest investors are the ones who know when to close the laptop and take a walk. Enough is not mediocrity. It's mastery. 4. Compounding is boring until it's magic. Most people quit too early because the graph looks flat. But compounding isn't a sprint. It's a snowball rolling quietly downhill. Give it time. One day you'll look back and realize small, steady steps built something enormous. 5. Earning it versus keeping it. Making money takes guts. Keeping money takes restraint. It's easy to swing for the fences when you're building. But once you have something to lose, the best move is defense. Humility, diversification, and a bit of paranoia. 6. A few bets will change everything. In life, not every decision matters equally. Sometimes one idea, one stock, or one bold move defines an entire journey. You don't need to win all the time, just long enough for one tail event to change your future. 7. The real definition of wealth. Ask people why they want to be rich, and most will say freedom. The power to wake up and choose what to do with your day. That's real wealth. Money's greatest gift isn't buying stuff. It's buying time. 8. The respect illusion. That shiny car, the designer watch, you think it earns admiration, but nobody's thinking about you. They're imagining themselves in your seat. The irony is, respect can't be purchased. It's earned through humility, not horsepower. 9. Hidden wealth. True wealth doesn't show off. It's the cash quietly sitting in your account, the emergency fund that lets you sleep. It's the discipline to say, "I could buy it, but I'd rather not." Real money whispers. It doesn't scream. 10. Save. Even when you don't have a goal. You don't need a reason to save. Save because the future will surprise you. Save because freedom needs fuel. And save because savings are the one thing fully under your control. The market isn't. 11. Be reasonable, not robotic. The perfect spreadsheet doesn't account for human emotion. If being debt-free gives you peace, that's worth more than a few extra points of return. Money is emotional. A plan you can stick to beats a plan you'll abandon. 12. The future will shock you. Every generation swears, this time is different. And then life proves it isn't. Crashes, pandemics, wars, bubbles. Surprises are the rule, not the exception. So instead of trying to predict, prepare. Flexibility is the ultimate forecast. 13. Always leave wiggle room. Nothing in finance or life goes perfectly. The best investors build a margin of safety, a little cushion for when things go wrong. Because they always do. Think of it as financial shock absorbers. Invisible, but life-saving. 14. You will change. Your dreams will evolve. What mattered at 25 might bore you at 45. And that's okay. Money should be a tool that bends with your life, not a cage that locks you to old goals. 15. Everything has a price. The market will test your patience. Volatility, fear, uncertainty. That's the ticket price of long-term returns. You can't have the reward without paying the toll, so don't run when it gets rough. Just remember, you're paying for growth. 16. Play your own game. Never compare your chapter to someone else's highlight reel. Maybe they're trading crypto for fun, while you're saving for college. Different timelines, different goals, different games. The only scoreboard that matters is the one you define. 17. Why bad news sells. Have you noticed how pessimism sounds smart? Everything's overvalued. The bubble's gonna burst. But through every crash, humanity rebuilds. Optimism isn't naive. It's statistically accurate. The long arc of progress bends upward. Always has. 18. Beware of beautiful lies. We all love a good story, especially one that promises easy money. That's why scams work. Our brains crave shortcuts. So before you invest, ask yourself, do I want this to be true or do I know it's true? 19. Keep ego out of it. Money amplifies who you already are. If you're humble, it brings freedom. If you're arrogant, it brings downfall. So when success arrives, remember, it's temporary. Stay grateful. Stay grounded. 20. Your philosophy matters more than your strategy. In the end, your relationship with money is deeply personal. Some people chase independence. Others chase recognition. There's no one-size-fits-all rulebook, but the happiest people live below their means, value their time, and measure success not by what they earn, but by what they keep. The psychology of money isn't really about money at all. It's about control. Control over your emotions, your expectations, and your choices. Because if you can't manage your impulses, no amount of income will save you. But if you master your mindset, even modest wealth becomes enough. So here's the takeaway. Invest in your behavior before you invest in the market. Because the greatest return you'll ever get is peace of mind. You've been listening to Pie Uncut, where money meets meaning. If this episode made you rethink what wealth truly means, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Until next time, stay wise, stay curious, and remember, your mind is your greatest asset.